Bruce, what do we mean when we talk about public accommodations, and how does it relate to religious freedom?
Well, originally, it came to prominence in the civil rights era when the federal government and a lot of states started passing laws that prohibited discrimination in what are called public accommodations. Primarily things like hotels, restaurants, places of entertainment like amusement parks, etc. If you owned such an establishment, you had to let people in, and you couldn't discriminate on the basis of race, religion, color, or ethnicity. Later, though, more states started adding different types of businesses so that primarily all businesses in a state were covered, not just public accommodations. But that was never really a problem for religious liberty. At some point, however, gay activist organizations got involved in pushing the inclusion of sexual orientation and gender identity into those protected classes of race, color, religion. And that caused a problem across the board for religious liberty.
So why do we need to be concerned about this?
Well, because it puts people of faith in a position where they're forced to choose between their own faith and the laws of the government. And either they're going to stay in business by violating their faith, or be true to their faith and lose their business. That's quite a choice to force on businesses like that. We've seen all kinds of examples of this in recent years, especially with regard to same-sex wedding ceremonies, commitment ceremonies. Florists, bakers, we have bed and breakfasts, any kind of establishment that's been asked to participate in a same-sex wedding ceremony, for instance. And those owners have said, you know, how about if you go to the one down the block? I just can't do it because it conflicts with my deeply held religious beliefs. I'll be glad to serve you in any other way, but I can't do that because it would make me complicit in the action that my scripture says I can't get involved in. And so that's put us in a state where the government law and the religious belief are clashing, and that's conscience. That's something we value so highly in this country. It's actually at a place of critical importance right now which way this decision will ultimately prevail.